Hello, chat. How is it going? I don't know how late I just was because I was looking at the stream preview, I think on YouTube, and not my OBS. Ha! Whoopsies. Welcome on in, Scoundrels Morgana, Mario Bros fan. How are y'all doing today? We are here with Dreams, the goat. I was 5 hours late. My bad. I was looking at my YouTube preview, and my YouTube preview just wasn't live yet. I don't know what to say. Anyway. How are y'all doing? Do I have my chat set up wrong? Wait just a second. This one. And then this one. Oh yeah, this is wrong. Hold on a second, chat. Playing around with it a little bit. I thought I fixed this last time we streamed. I guess not. Let me reset the chat there. Sorry about that. Welcome on, Rainbow. Okay. The replies should no longer be gigantic again. I'm so writing filled. Hell yeah. Hello, Bingus. I'll be doing homework so nobody get banned. Indeed. I woke up Pippa, now she wants attention. Oh, Pippa, you're so old. Okay. So, today we are going to be working on either Carl and or Port Felbor Future. Did some pretty big adjustments to Carl today already, so I don't know if I'm going to do any more, but some stuff might crop up as I continue work here on Port Felbor. It's so annoying that I like the idea I have, but it's extremely similar to Persona 4. Damn. As long as you're having fun, Scoundrels. It's about enjoying the process. So chat, we got some updates to Carl, to Port Felbor, to, you know, a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, one of the changes I have not yet made is underwater changes. But alright, I also have not updated Carl in the scene. I do want to update the opening as well. So we got a lot of asset work we could be working on today. But also some level work we could be doing today. We got options, chat. We got options. If I do end up sharing it as a game, I'd be worried people would call it a ripoff. Like a full-fledged video game that you made, or just sharing it as a concept? You there? Well, thus is the risk of creation, isn't it? Having to contend with people misconstruing drawing conclusions that are not there. You know how it is. So chat, Carl changed number 1. There's now actual, like, roll jumping. Bro is speedy with it. You can chain this into a soda jump, however, firing your gun now cancels the roll. There's something to keep in mind. You're trading height for speed there. Other change I made, you can now rocket jump. And the sniper now propels you forward in midair, except I run out of soda. I also fixed his UI, which was broken in this level if I remember correctly. Let me get my soda charge back up here. Yeah, you can now rocket jump. Apparently not underwater. Oh, maybe I'm jumping too high. I was jumping too high. There we go. So you can now rocket jump, and the sniper now propels you forward in midair. No effect for it yet, though. There we go. We got the soda dash. All guns now have mid-air behavior. Animations are still a work in progress for it, though. Lookouts now use line of sight, so they can't see you behind stuff anymore. Another change that I made earlier today. I expanded the maze a little bit more. And, thanks to Marbra's fan helping me in DMs, when you go underwater, the rain ambience is muffled because it's hitting the surface. So some pretty big changes today, already. Yeah, that rocket jump sends you, dude. Yeah. I'm still not sure why rolling gets you a higher jump. I have no idea why that happens. I was looking at the code today, and I don't think it's intentional that it does that, but it does. But because it's not intentional, I can't, like, fine-tune it. It just does that. Anyway, Carl's turning out pretty good. You should leave it anyways for the fun factor. Yeah, I don't plan on getting rid of it, but it being unintentional makes it hard to balance, and also makes it hard to make sure I'm not breaking it while updating other parts of the movement. Because a big part of today was changing how his jumping works while rolling, and I was worried that I had broken the higher jump height you get from it, because it's not intentional. Right, it's not an intentional feature, so I don't know what code causes it to happen. So I don't know if I broke said code. I have not broken said code. Me and Scott did tests on most of the levels. Can confirm that I have not broken the jump being higher. But I was worried I would, because I don't know why it's the case. Enjoy the rest of your shift, Mega. My Australian friend likes TF2 and he showed me a soldier impression today. It's very funny watching people with accents trying to replicate an American accent. Yeah, because us Americans don't have accents. We talk normally. If you're not speaking American, who even are you? Are you truly an ally of freedom? What I love is Americans doing American accents. Bum 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 bum. That's not what I meant. I know. I'm giving you a hard time. My face on American language, like, man, discrediting the British for developing our language is insane. Nah, it's fine. I discredit the British every day of the week. So funny, you're trying to put words in my mouth like bro, so there's not talk normal. My bad for paraphrasing your chat message. That was multiple lines of the chat. Truly a crime has been committed today. Did I make this guy face the wall? Lines like Rhodes got him. Hey, it's me, Mr. Rhodes. Alright, new lookout. Why is he broken? What the fuck? Sir, why are you falling? What's happening? I'm very confused. What the fuck? You have say over the y-axis? That's not what we want. I have lookout changes to make. Let him float, he ain't hurting nobody. He's hurting the laws of physics. Bro's hurting Newton out here. I still have to model ghosts for Madness Carnival. I still gotta do that. I'm not a great character modeler, though. That's not really my thing. I'm not that good at it. I laughed so hard, call me soup. My soup is laughing and I have a different one. What's going on? Are you guys feeling okay today, chat? What's happening? And ball knocked out. Shouts to Rainbow being in both chats at once. I mean, nothing's stopping you from doing that, I suppose. Okay, this should fix these problems. Did the Orpheus run go for that long? That quote feels ancient to me. I don't remember when that quote is. I feel like the Orpheus run is going to be one more stream. It's definitely gonna have to be a stream that I start early for, and probably not have anything afterwards planned. Because I imagine it's gonna take a bit, because we gotta beat the Reaper and the final boss. It's from almost 40 quotes ago. I hate to break it to you guys, but quotes are not a measurement of time. They don't mean much in the temporal space. We have some banger streams where we get like 10 quotes in one, and we have some awful streams where nothing funny happens ever. And those are usually the streams where there's no chat, because we all know I'm not funny. Okay, this guy appears to be fixed. If I'm to blast him, he should no longer move. Quotes are how I measure time. Speak for yourself. They mean a lot to soup heads. I love having chat quotes, not because you're not funny, but because I feel like chat is where we get our funniest moments. Not because you're not funny, it's just chat's funnier. Unironically may eat soup. Go for it, man. I'm such a soup hater. Soup is so not for me. But like, who am I to gatekeep soup? You know what I mean? Oh, I almost didn't make it. Oh my god. Having cream of potato right now, actually. Nice. I'm really not a potato guy. Maybe I need to try them again, but like, I did not fuck with potatoes last I had them. Let's knock that guy out. He should no longer pathfind, he should just lay there unconscious. Looks like that is working properly. Knock that guy out. They don't seem to ever get back up, which is not intentional. Sword that guy. I'm definitely a creamy soup kind of person. I'm definitely a creamy soup. I love hitting enter too early on the keyboard, chat. It's just my goat. I'm Noon Soup Cream. Hell yeah, brother. more tofu. I love tofu, bro. Do I feel like balancing the sniper today? No, I'll do that tomorrow when Disman's around. Disman and I are basically the designers of Carl at this point. It's me and them. Through and through. Is around tomorrow? I believe so, yes. I'm hoping to get a lot of Dreams work done with them tomorrow, but we'll see. So of course depend on how they're feeling. I'm not a monster. Oh yeah, chat, the last thing I did for this level, just reminded myself, is you can now sabotage the electrical system. So that will be used for Snack 3 over here. This one will probably just distract the lookout and lay it, which is going to be helpful. I mean, it's not going to be super helpful because you could just snipe the lookout, but... Quote 110 is crazy. Maybe I am funny. What enemies do I want to be spawned? Whoa, my controller almost fell. Oh no. What the fuck did I just do? Did I rotate the entire ship? Do I want, like, chargers to spawn when the lookouts see you? It's capsizing! Everyone, get overboard, no! Does this come with the electricity? Probably doesn't, right? Yeah, it doesn't. Hey, you, pals. Y'all gotta be a part of this group. There we go. The microchip doesn't come with it either. Fellas. Oh wait, it does. Never mind. So if you fry this one, this will spawn a snack. You're only going to be able to get over here if you get to the other side of the boat. Is the thing. So it's going to be challenging to get over here. You might be able to get over here if you chain a Sploder into a sniper, though. I'm curious about that. Now that's a me quote. This is so me. I think I gotta change Carl's underwater parameters. This helps a little bit, but... Alright, could you chain a rocket jump into a soda snipe, and would that get you across? Oh, it almost does! The tech! It's almost there. That's really cool. I'm gonna try that one more time. So, been any notable progress on past levels? I have mainly overhauled the investigation code, but no specific levels have been worked on to a crazy amount at the moment. Okay, I don't think it's makeable. but it's super close with some. Maybe no, because you can't use the sploder if you're in the fan. That's the bouncing. Is the rocket jumping? You need to be on the ground, effectively. Chat, my headphones died. No! I don't even know if the quote spreadsheet's updated. It is very not updated, sorry. I don't think you need to apologize. I showed school and it went downhill. Yeah, I mean, it's another thing to, like, maintain, and it's kind of unnecessary. So, it's not really a problem that it didn't get maintained. I know we started it to, like, there was some reason we wanted it of, like, to remember who said what or something, but that's just in the quotes now. So I like the spreadsheet, it's fun to look at. That's fair. This could just be an action recorder. It doesn't need to be a keyframe. Let's action record this. Let's do it. Whatever. Alright, got a little bit of bounce in there. That's what I like to see. So we just time this out better. I don't like that it pauses. Why do Dream's keyframes do this, dude? That's not bad. I feel like it just needs some smoothing. Something like that, maybe. And then we get a camera on this. Some camera action. Let's like delay this by a little bit. Maybe like half a second. Dog hype hour, chat. Let's get some Jones Soda in here. I'm personally all for adding people to help maintain a quote spreadsheet. Who owns the quote spreadsheet? Is it me? Can I just transfer ownership? Because I really don't care about it. It can be maintained by whoever. What was I trying to look for? Jones Soda. My classmate was unable to complete our stupid 10-page rough draft due to personal problems, and I best you believe I'm giving them the most glowing review. Hell yeah. If the teacher gets mad, I will be raising ruckus. Straight ruckus raiser out here. This has 5% graphical thermo. Damn. It's a detailed Jones Soda right here. This is, I believe, Soda 2. This is a silly way of doing this, but I don't care. They let me do it. On sustain, yes, cool. To be honest, there's no problem opening it publicly. If it gets vandalized, we'll clean up, find a way to archive it locally. I mean, there's an edit history, right? I think I own my spreadsheet. I think I own the spreadsheet right after seeing a peep at it. Yeah. I defer to you guys. We need to be bottle 2. It is bottle 2, right? I'm gonna be sad if it's not. I believe bottle 2 is System Saboteur. Snack number 2. Number 2. You are systems saboteur. You are 100,000. You are adding to the variable PF bottles. Hi. What's up, Pippa? What is this not gate doing? I feel like that should be plugged into something. I'm really confused. Well, I think that the logic works, so I guess I just won't worry about it. And I'm paid attention when the song comes on. It's from Stardew Valley. Yes, it sure is. It's a pretty good one. IMHO. Hiya, Pippa. I'm having to keep my eye on you. Let's see how this works. See if this works correctly. Give it a good old spin. This is so hard. Huh. Should probably approve that ramp, huh? Doesn't seem very ideal. Snipe that guy. Take down that guy. Alright, we're now over here. Spray this with some good old water. I missed. Alright. There we go. That moves a little fast. I must have to say like 75% playback speed or something. I think that's cool though. I like this. Plug you in, set you to pulse it, then get ourselves 2 variable manipulators and 2 transmitters. You guys will affect time scale. To pause the game, and you will lock controls. Oh, so this is plugged in wrong. Whoopsies. Here we go. I know something looked off. Looked off. The transmitter's off. You're not wrong about that. What is happening? What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, I guess I'm gonna reconnect my controller. Strange things are occurring. See if I can get back in here. Whew. Having my desk right next to the AC vent kind of sucks, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm freaking chilly. Oh! That's my chilly noise. I make it when I'm chilly. There we go. I think. Yeah. Come on. There we go. External keyboard disconnected. Why? Oh, whatever. Show me unlock controls. That's the wrong one. This one is unlock controls. Alright, as long as that doesn't cause any bugs with Carl, I'm gonna assume we're fine. Because there's no real way to test the timescale part right now. The lookouts are currently unaffected by timescale, which is a problem. Oh, we'll work on it. Let me up. Alright, I gotta come up with a better solution to get out of the water. This is clearly not a good one. Maybe moving platforms or something. Maybe more of these, like, fans. Cruise out over here. Do you still fire at me? No, you give up. Cool. So, does this lock control properly? It does not. Interesting. Very weird. Now realizing I should do this. The gun should be down if you have bottle 2. Boom. That way, if you leave and come back to this level, the gun is still down. That stream open in 2 tabs right now, and a slight echo in your voice makes you sound like a god speaking from the heavens. I don't know if I've ever been complimented like that. That's pretty crazy. Not a compliment, I'm scared. Well, I like scaring people, so I'll take the compliment. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I missed the rocket jump. I think there's too much force on the animation, it feels like. But I don't really know what to do about it at the moment. Oop. It closed the menu on me. And also the UI, that part of the UI doesn't disappear. Interesting. Does Carl not have a lock controls button? I hear him in the pause menu. He's not supposed to be moving. I feel with the Meat Protocol event, now that's over. I feel pretty indifferent. Standard event. Not interesting at all. The events are generally not that crazy. Back with Soup, let's freaking go. Soup W's in the chat. Whoa-wee. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm happy. What is this weird feeling? I'm running out of gameplay thermo pretty badly, in all honesty, which isn't great. Just because from the sheer amount of containers are definitely not helping. But I mean, like, there's also this crane, 1%. The ship, I imagine, is a big, big contributor. 15% from this damn ship. I should definitely start culling some stuff off the boat. Like, I think I can get rid of the whole back. Oh yeah, I can totally get rid of the whole back. What even is this? What am I looking at? I don't feel like this ship model was meant to be viewed from below. So Carl spawns over here. It's pretty far. I'd like to have him... I'd like to scooch him up. You can't really see this over here. Just the entire thing? Yeah, it's the entire thing. Why is that Why are these things grouped the way that they are? Always remembering why I don't like using Dreamverse assets. I can never trust people to have... I can't trust what other people did, man. They just do strange stuff. Other people suck and we should kill everyone. A little extreme. If I can trim it down, that'd be good. If I could just turn some of this into... I might remodeling the whole like bottom of the ship is maybe not a bad idea. Because it's not well. How much is the whole bottom? Oh my god. That alone is 1%. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Anyway. There was an asset I wanted to work on, but I don't remember what it was. We save online faster, maybe. Just a thought. I do know both thermos are almost maxed, which I imagine is why it's taking forever, but... There we go. Was it Lookout that I wanted to edit? I don't think it was Carl. I do want to edit his underwater parameters still. I don't think it was Carl. I can't think of any other assets though, to be fair. Anyway, chat, I am going to take a 5-minute break to grab a snack, because I'm a little peckish. I will be right back. Alrighty, chat. I am back. Not gonna lie, I did not remember what I was planning to do. Thank you, SMB fan. Idea of Fortune Street stream where you play as a character, make a chat me, and let us vote on their moves. I like that idea. I feel like if we ironed it out, that could be really fun, actually. That's good. I heard Pippa. Yeah, she's here. She's very happy. She's cute. So I feel like the one annoying thing about multi-streaming chat is that the dashboards for the two streams are definitely not designed for you to be switching between two dashboards. They get desynced super easily. Just got an ad for State Farm Gamerhood. How would you feel if you got contacted by Jake himself to be in his Gamerhood? I think that would be a phishing scam. That's how I would feel. Hi, kitty. Pippa's doing the thing. Pippa does this a lot, where she has stolen my chair. So now I'm just kind of standing here, and it's much harder to do stuff standing. My desk isn't built for me to be standing. That's a good answer. Oh yeah, lookouts need to obey timescale. That's one of the updates we're pushing. Look at you, Pippa. You're very cute. No way. Port Felbor. Hi, Pippa. You and Desmond have both mentioned owning standing desks. I feel like with the right setup, I'd enjoy a standing desk. It's hard to say though, without trying it. You should get one of those adjustable desks where you can go either way. That's the real approach. For us professional desk workers. So time needs to be flowing, aka greater than 0, for them to be able to see you. I think that's fair. I don't know if I'll use these guys in Andrew's campaign. I might though, so better safe than sorry, yeah? When we get an apartment, we should invest in a standing desk. I could probably annoy you by lowering it in the morning to steal your computer. Like, is the goal to steal my computer or is the goal to annoy me? What's your goal here? I know I didn't spell it right, Chad. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Do you ever buy a physical copy of Fortune Street? Probably not. I'd buy a digital copy if they sold it. But a physical copy? Probably not. I don't really have a Wii to run it on. That effect is lowering your desk and probably annoying you. The main goal is to play Sims on your computer. Fair enough. I can't be mad about that. I like The Sims. You have a Wii U. We do have a Wii U, but like, I'm not gonna have a Wii U in the near future, right? Like, it's not like that Wii U's coming with me. What's coming with me is the Switch 2, possibly the old Switch. I might have stuff to do with it, I don't know. And then like, I guess maybe the PS4? I don't know. It's not really my call. I own like 3 Wii's and a Wii U. I'd get Fortune Street. That's fair. I guess Morgana does own a shit ton of consoles in comparison to me. I have a Switch 2, a GameCube, and a Dreamcast. I think that's it. I guess maybe an Xbox 360, but I don't really want that, if I'm honest. Fellow Dreamcaster. It literally only has Sonic Adventure on it, and I lost the power cable. But I do technically have a Dreamcast. I collect and repair them, so I own a lot. Plan to get more into repairs, actually. You should. I think it'd be good. Pippa is still in my chair, by the way. So why does Carl not have locked controls? Did I spell it wrong? Or what's up? He doesn't have locked controls. What is this? Repairs got really hard with connective tissue to decay. Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, I need to view what happens to Carl when he goes underwater. I need some intel here. I give you Bartholomew. That is my name I give the scoundreless. I use a face overlay mod that makes the skin look less weird. What's wrong with the skin? Pippa, it'd be really nice if you got out of my chair. You're slowing everything down. I need a good helicopter sound. So I'm currently underwater. It seems the water tag has been hijacked. There we go. So the water state is never entered, and probably won't ever be entered, to be honest. It's just those water parameters, so it's just a keyframe to change. Alright. Cool. If you saw the before and afters, you'd understand. Is this Sims 4? If it's Sims 4, I might understand. I haven't played a lot of Sims 4. Sims 4 was such a downgrade for me. I probably shouldn't install Sims 3. I have too much big stuff on my computer. It's gonna be a long time before I get another one, probably. Hopefully. Knock on wood, right? But my next computer, I think I'm gonna one of my priorities is gonna be a much bigger, like, SSD. Or something. It's Sims 4. I don't mod the older games because they don't need it as bad. So true. This halves the roll speed. Actually ridiculous. Lowering it is fine, but having it feels awful. Set that shit to 11. This is compared to... Yeah, he only gets lowered by 1.5 on the running, so having the roll is crazy. Even if the roll is still faster. Maybe have this be 9? Oh, but if the debug test is up, that goes up to 6.7. Roll. That's probably fine. What else does this change? That's his roll and walk speed. Bumped. I'm okay with the walk speed being a little lower. His jump height being higher, I'm okay with as well. What else does it do? Oh, this one as well. You should also be 9. Alright. That should hopefully make him feel much better. Maybe he needs more, but we'll see. H performance lines in Sims 3, actually. That game does need those sometimes. I would agree with that. It used to take my old-ass laptop 10 minutes to load a save file in Sims 3. And it was worth it. I loved Sims 3. Oh no. There's a pretty big balancing patch for Siege today. I know we were just talking about how they added mouse and keyboard today. But they also did a bunch of other balancing. I don't really have anything to say about it. So I don't know why I'm bringing it up. There's a lot of stuff. I need something to talk about. I slept well today. My dog did not wake me up 4 hours early like it happened yesterday. Damn, still 95 gameplay thermo is ridiculous. What if I kill the Felbor civilians? Hey, you! What the actual fuck? 78? There's 39 components to you guys? How are you a different model? That might explain some things. You don't look like you have 78 parts. Or 39 parts, rather. You guys are only taking up 1%, so you're actually fine. But back from lurking, was doing curation work for my personal music playlist and getting physical activity. Nice, SMB fan. They didn't have keyboard. They did not have mouse and keyboard support on consoles this entire time. Yup. Oh, you know what? There's still fucking beta geometry floating around. That's definitely going to be taking up some thermo. Yeah. Colloidable. There we fucking go. All right. You don't have like a hidden microchip, do you? I have a feeling that you do. Oh, yep, there it is. We're already chipping away at gameplay memory. That makes a lot of sense. It all makes sense now. Alright, I can't see anything though. Chat, there's been too many games I want to play recently. I haven't had this problem in a very long time. There's like too many games I want to play. I feel like I just gotta like discipline myself and just wait a little bit, you know. Read negative reviews until you no longer want to buy them. But like none of them had negative reviews. Of course, pre-ordered Revival. I want pre-order Revival. I got Scrap Mechanic to play with Dismond because they really wanted it. Wanted to play with people. And Scrap Mechanic's fun. I've been kind of itching to play Repo recently, chat. Never played it, but it always looked fun. I ordered a plushie, and like, it's just too much. It's just too much stuff. I just gotta give it a break. Like, I just gotta wait for a little bit. Used to play modded Repo with a friend group. That was fun. I fucking love Lethal Company. Repo seems like it'd be a good pickup. But I picked up too many things recently. I gotta wait. But man, does it suck. You need a group IMO? I'd have a group. I don't have a group large enough for, like, Among Us, though. And that sucks. I want freaking Among Us. These are both white, so that was kind of a waste of time. Welcome back, Mega. Hope the rest of your shift went well. Why is this separate? You can combine groups, you and I, for about Among Us. It's also like the Social Deduction Fest, and there was another Social Deduction game that I'd had my eye on for a while that I feel like would be fun. But again, also need a group for that. I don't know if I have it. How much model is here? What the hell? I have a Jamocha shake. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's go! Delete all of the white pixels. Now delete the black pixels. Why were there 4 models? There's more. There's more model here. What are you? You're not even... What? Get out of here. Is that you? Are you just that tall? That's weird, bro. What should I do with Mecha Chameleon? The server browser isn't that good, and I don't know anyone who'd play it with me, so I decided not to buy it. Yeah, Mecha Chameleon does not interest me. Unfortunately. I'm always a little late to the friend slot party. Which I hate that genre name, but that's what people are currently using. But I'm always a little late to it. I always want to see how it plays out. I'm not the type of person to pick up a $10 game with a group of friends and then play it once or twice for like a collective 5 hours or something. Not how I roll. So I always wait it out to see if it's got legs. Because if it's got legs, count me in. But if it doesn't got legs, count me out. Friend slap sounds like a genre Banjo would name. Friend slap is just like inherently demeaning. I don't like it. It implies that the games are somehow lesser for being multiplayer focused. And a lot of them are like bangers. Yet we call them slop. I don't know why. We're using friend slap in the same breath as AI slop, bro. Like, pick the meaning of your slang, guys. We can't have slop being positive and negative at once. At least friend slop has soul. How much thermo have I saved? Still only at 94. Disappointing. Okay though. Keep chipping away at it. Ooh, that's minus 2% on graphics, which I don't really care about. But that's nice. AI slaps made by filthy clankers. Friend slop has soul. So true. We could combine groups, you and I. I have one friend who'd be willing to play. There we go. Alignable, get out of here. I'll definitely be thinking about it. The Steam sale is over, unfortunately. Which kind of diminishes the urgency to figure this out as well. Alright, graphics is starting to get underhand. We're down another % on gameplay. Huge. I feel like you're supposed to be brought in a little bit, pal. What else can I do for gameplay thermo? Because I think that's most of the beta geometry. This is technically beta geometry, but it's invisible walls. Doesn't have any logic on it already. I built another model kit last night. My addiction grows ever stronger. Nice. I don't know why I said it like that. Nice. Model kit building sounds fun. I see the appeal in that. I don't know if I'd ever do it, but I see the appeal in it. I found it funny because we went up to an amusement park for vacation. Me and my cousins did. And one of my cousins, multiple times, we did stuff other than the amusement park, but multiple times during the trip said something along the lines of like, that was really fun. I would have never done that. I would have never done that if it was just me. As in, like, would have never, like, thought to give it a shot, I think. But it was just, like, a really funny sentence to me. I don't know if I can really put it into words as to why, but it was cracking me up. It was really fun. Would never have done that. There was also, that was really fun. Don't think I'll ever do that again. Which was also really funny. I'm gonna break these pipes open, delete some more code in the process. What is this? Still at 93. We're probably like 92 point something though, right? 92.55. All right. I don't really know what else I can shave off right now. The containers, a lot of these containers in the middle are gonna go though, for sure. I just gotta hope that the like military equipment they're replaced with is not more expensive. You have like physics on you. Oh, you do. That's not gonna help with thermo, but that'll help with performance. Turn that off. The slicer is, or this charger is broken. Doesn't seem to know how to move, interestingly enough. I don't remember this, but you seem like you might have once said you don't get the appeal of martial arts in response to my sword fighting hobby. I have no recollection of this actually happening, but it feels like you'd say that. That's really funny. I have no recollection of doing that, so I probably didn't. But that is super funny to me. Why are these different colors? Brother. So we have 7% thermo free right now. That doesn't feel like a lot, especially if this level kind of banks on spawning stuff. Oof. Sims 4 is pretty intuitive CAS. What is that? I prefer Sims 3 personally because of creative style and getting used to the sliders. I prefer Sims 3. Oh, create a sim. I prefer Sims 3 because it's not a fucking, the world is not 2D backdrops with locations that you click on to go to as a main menu. The world is a living, breathing one unit. You know what I mean? Even on like Xbox, where they had to separate the world out, it still felt more connected than Sims 4 does. Do not play Sims 3 on 3DS. Worst Sims ever. I don't believe you. Sims Mobile. Alright, y'all ever play Sims Mobile? I don't think that a game exists anymore. At least not the version that I played. I played the version I played in car rides to a local, well, semi-local, massive garden. And the only thing to do in it was to work at a grocery store. In like a bookstore, and like kick over people's trash cans to declare them as enemies. I spent the majority of my time in that game slapping people while they slept because it was the most efficient way to become enemies with people. We only saved like 2% thermo, which sucks. Maybe instead of doing chargers, I'll do slicers. I wonder if there's like more thermo efficient options. The chargers still have hijacking logic on them too, which they definitely don't need, and I should just remove, and I don't know why I haven't removed it yet. It was on his damn phone in front of the plants? No, it was on the way, because it wasn't my phone, so I literally could not have been. I never had Sims Mobile on my phone. It disappeared pretty early on, I feel like. I couldn't find it. I remember playing a demo for The Sims on a really old Java phone. The demo would end when you left for work. I know they in the older games. Shut up.
Come, my dear. Let's cut her up.
Oh my god, John? Nothing is happening. This is such a strange John moment. Hello, John. Look at my collections. I wish it would tell me thermo. What are you? You're 5%. Do you have... I didn't tag any of these guys, right? Yeah. And hovering over them here doesn't tell me the crucial information I need. How much is a slicer? You're 2%. Ain't no way you're 2%. You feel infinitely more complicated than the charger does. I guess we'll do slicers instead of chargers. That charger only just taking up 3%. Weird. How much on paper does it take up? Takes up 3% on paper. It's adding 2% in practice, I imagine, because of rounding. Very weird that the charger was adding 3 when it says it would take 5, though. I guess I must have deleted something? I am not sure. Maybe that's why I couldn't move. Or maybe I stamped in the wrong one. Maybe I stamped in the TD variant. I'm kind of curious. It looks like the TD variant, actually, now that I look at it. A lot of memory coming from the pathfinding makes sense. No? It's not. Interesting. Well, it was broken, so very weird. Anyway, I guess we'll use slicers. They're more dangerous. They're more dangerous, more cost-effective, generally just better. I would also like to use a Pyromancer in this level. The Forest of Hope. Maybe a Smasher. It's a maybe, though. I feel like the Patroller and the Pyromancer are better here. How much are you? You're 3%. How much is Patroller? Also 3%. They're equal. That's so kind. Okay, assuming they're up for it, I feel like I have a lot of design work to do tomorrow with Dismond. Play Nintendogs plus cats. I've never played Nintendogs. Fun fact. Never in my life have I played Nintendogs. Oh, my thing disconnected again. Now, why'd you go ahead and do that? I feel like it just goes out sometimes. Very weird. Well, chat. Huh. Well, I was gonna go a bit longer, but I was planning to wrap up soon because I gotta head out to take care of something. So I think I might just call it here. A little underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. But it's gonna fight me for a couple minutes before I can get back in. So, what can you do? Anyway, chat. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Always fun to do some dream stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. I will not be streaming tomorrow, most likely. So I would next expect to stream on Thursday. So with that said, have a good rest of your night, everybody.